And then I know Games Bonnie sent us some really awesome stuff. Actually, that's her stuff right there.
Yeah. So let me grab some of the other ones that we have.
Oh, wait a second. Can you pull that run back up? I want to take a look at it. I wasn't actually
Yeah, yeah.
watching it. Bring hers back up. I like that Pokemon theme one. Oh my goodness, look at all the Pokeballs.
I gotta catch them all.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Do you guys like it? I love it. I think it's so freaking cool. We should save that as one of the versions and put it up on our site so people can download Pokemon Pong.
All right, let's do another one.
I love it. Thank you so much, Bonnie. That's freaking awesome.
I see this one. All right. Yeah, this is the Kill Bill one.
No, this is slightly different. I just sent you. I just forwarded you the background that goes with his.
Okay. All right, so we've got this one. Actually, let me save them all. So yeah, it might be a second while I just download all the files.
Okay, I've switched switched computer screens, so it's just us for right now. You can let me know when I can go back to your screen.
All right. Yeah, this is normally where we tell the really bad programmer jokes, right?
Programming jokes, go! I don't know any of them, so entertain me. I don't know any.
Really good one the other day. She said, "Why do Java programmers wear glasses?"
Why?
Because they
Wait. Why do Java programmers wear glasses? Why?
because they can't see sharp.
Oh, snap. That's the language that we're coding in. That's funny. uh, does anyone else have any fun programming jokes while we're loading up artwork? Oh, I like that one. That one's cute.
And let me grab the background for this one.
Oh, B Crumbs has one. Okay, why couldn't the programmer change the light bulb?
I don't know. Why couldn't the programmer change the light bulb?
Because it's a hardware problem.
Oh,
That should not make me laugh as much as it does. Oh, this one I don't get at all, but I'm gonna tell it to you, Carrie, and maybe you can get it.
I'll
Okay.
explain it.
Okay, why do programmers get confused by Halloween and Christmas?
That was my joke from the other day.
Oh,
But yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, well, okay, so the answer is because October 31st, two equal signs equal December 25th. I don't get it.
Okay, so so it's not actually October, it's OCT, right? And it's not December, it's DEC, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason is because you, you know what binary is, right?
Yes.
Binary is just a way of talking with, it's a number system designed just using 0 and 1. The number system that we use is decimal, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mhm.
So so if you were to do 3 in binary, would be 11, or it would look like 11. If you take
Okay.
a binary 3 and look at it as if it was decimal, it would be 11. So another numbering system is called octal, where you have 8 digits. And in octal, uh, 31 is add decimal 25. So oct 31 equals decimal or dec 30, 25. There we go.
Ah. I like it. I never would have gotten it on my own, but I like it. All right. So let me know when I can go back to sharing your screen.
Right. So I've got one of them ready to go, but I want to get the this other one ready to go as well.
Okay.
Let me save this guy.
I have to say I got it. I got it. Didn't I get it? I don't know. Ah, ah. Man, red is just cleaning house in our AI Pong game. It's at 741 now to 697. Oh
Uh,
my goodness, I don't even know if I want to say that out loud. They're asking me a question.
what are they asking you?
Hey Saber, what is a PEBKAC error?
A heb
PEBKAC. PEBKAC. What is that?
pebcac? No.
Yeah, I have no idea. What is it? Please be a decent answer.
Yeah, I don't think I know that one.
I don't I don't know it. Hopefully he tells me what it is in chat.
Oh, problem exists between computer and chair. Right.
Oh, snap! You got me. That's so true. That's always the issue with me.
Is it the ID idiot type error?
Oh, silly. Oh, silly.
Right, almost one more file to save, and then we'll be done.
You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious.
All right. So I've got those saved now in a community generated folder there. So yeah, we can switch back to my screen and
Okay, we are switched back. So show us some more artwork.
this one first. Okay.
And really quickly, if you guys are just joining us, sorry, I should do this every hour and I always forget to. But you are watching the very first episode of our new show, Community Game Development. It's a show where we develop games and code games and explain how to code games. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at this awesome Pong game that was just made, and I love it so much.
So
I love it. I don't know if you guys can see on the stream, but this is what C5 Studio made for us. He made the background. It says Saber Pong, and it says Community Game Development at the top. It has places for the score, which I think we should use at some point to actually add a score counter. And then it has swords on the side as the paddles, and then throwing stars as the balls. Look at it go.
one thing to notice about this one is we only have one paddle image, but I wrote some code that will actually flip it. So but the swords are both facing outwards, if you see.
Yeah. No, it's
Totally
awesome. I love it.
cool. And let's do the other one we got. Uh,
And I think, and speak up if you sent in some artwork, but think I think it was from that gamer Rex, but I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of hard for me to keep up with who sends what. So speak up if we start showing your artwork on there, because I want to give you uh, tons of credit. Oh my goodness, look at that! That looks so awesome.
make the paddles longer, so that makes it easier for me.
He did, and that's why we were talking about it, because he was saying in chat, if you're going to have multiple balls, you should make the paddles longer. And we said, well, then give us longer paddles. Just make the PNG file, send it to us, and just make it longer than 100 pixels, which is what we started off with. So this, I don't actually know how long this one is, but much easier to play and catch all those happy face balls that are flying around there.
And yet still somehow I'm down to the last two.
But yeah, that's really awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, it's 15 by 300. That's the paddle size that he sent in.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So I don't think we have any more art for now. You guys can keep making that. We'll maybe throw a couple more in by the end of the show. Is there anything else we should do with code, do you think?
I think that we should make a score counter.
Yeah, you want to see a score counter?
Unless the chat wants something else. And if so, speak up now. We'll give you guys a couple of minutes to put it in there and tell us what you guys want to see us code. But I think we should have a score counter.
Yeah.
Because you can't be competitive in Pong unless you know who's winning. And I don't want to have to count in my head. I just want to see the score and see my score beat Carrie's score because that's how I'm just gonna fight you and everything, Carrie. Hope you don't mind.
I'm just thinking what the quickest way to do networked Pong is, because network Pong would be pretty crazy if I wrote the whole thing. But like, if I could share my keyboard with you as well as sharing my screen, then we could actually have a game going on. But
So
maybe
one of these days we'll do hand cam as well, and we'll do Pong hand cam. We'll just show our hands. Ah, so great. So yeah, I think the chat wants to see a score counter put in.
okay, let's do a score counter. So in order to do a score counter, we need some sort of font to render to the screen. And we need another variable for actually keeping track of the left score and one for the right score. So let's go ahead and make those. So up here, I'm not going to overly comment it right now. My code that I'm writing during the stream is very just off the top of my head, kind of dirty. Like it's to get the job done, basically. Show you guys how quickly you can get things working. So yeah, I'm not going to comment it, but if you need any more explanation for anything that I'm doing, guys, just let me know, and I'll slow down and explain what I'm doing. So we need two scores. We need one for the left, one for the right. Oop, don't need the start menu open.
And just so you know, Carrie, we had a really good idea posted in chat, so I think we're gonna do that after we add the score tracker.
Right. Okay, and then we need a font that we're going to actually render the text to the screen with. So where we load all our textures, I'm going to actually load our font here. And this is a sprite font. And we'll call it font for now. We actually have to add this to our content over here. So under the content, I'm just going to add new item, and this is going to be a sprite font, and we called it font. And if I add that, it opens up this XML file. So we actually have our font that we're going to use here. It defaults to this one because Microsoft knows that this is a free one, and there's no licensing issues with us using this font. So I'm going to keep with this because I don't want to get into trouble for streaming a font that I'm not allowed to stream.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the size we will probably need to make this bigger, but just know that it's here and we can change it here. And there's all the various other font properties that we can change here. Like we could make it bold here if we wanted to. It's all inside this XML file. So now what we need to do is just write out the scores. So what I'll do here, at the end of we're inside our draw call here. So every time we draw something to the screen, we want to draw the scores to the screen. So sprite batch, draw string, and it wants a font. It wants to know what font we're using. Then it wants to know what text we're using. What we'll do is do left score to string, and this will convert it from our integer into a string. We want it as an integer normally so we can manipulate it. We want to increment it whenever someone scores, but we want it as a string when we pass it into this function here. And now we want the coordinates on the screen to draw it at. I'm just going to eyeball these at first. We'll line it up afterwards. I'm going to go with 100, 100. Color. What color should we make the left score?
Oh, let's ask the chat actually. What? So we have. Do you already have one that's white, or am I? That's a ball. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the ball is white,
Okay, so guys, send out two colors that you want to see the scores be.
not red.
Not red. We have pink and green.
Pink and green.
Those are the
Okay.
first two I saw.
Pink for left, and then we'll do green for the right.
Pixel hair versus saber hair. Well put. that's pretty much. That's pretty much it.
Let's try making that 600, and this should be the right score. Okay, and then the other thing we want to do is we want to update the scores when we run out of balls. So the last ball out of play is going to be the scoring ball. Is that how we determined it?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah. When all the balls are out of play and all of it resets, then a
Then
score is made.
cool. So let me get rid of this find and replace here. So if we go out of play here, if all the balls are out of play here, this is on the left. So we want the right score incremented here. And then down here, if all the balls go out of play on the right, we want the left score incremented. So that will give us 1 point every time the ball goes out of play. So now if I run it, the scores probably aren't going to be, oh, well, first off, they're tiny, so you guys probably can't see the 2 zeros on the screen there. Because
Oh,
they
I
are,
can barely see them. Do you guys see them? Yeah, they're really hard to see.
all the balls go out of play. And yeah, pink just got a point. Again.
I'm sorry, our chat is so funny. Legend Wolf 1 just said about our AI game and how red is just creaming blue right now. Legend Wolf says, "Blue, let's me score, please." And then Red's like, "You shall not pass." I love it. I love you guys. And yes, my hair is turning gray, so I dyed it green and blue.
Aw, so it looks really good.
Aw, thanks.
I'm
Thanks.
going gray. I've spent too long playing games and too long making games, and you go gray really quick.
Yeah, and making games, those development cycles are like crazy. When you
Yeah,
guys hit a particular phase of your development cycle, it's
yeah.
like it's really hard to talk to this kid. We're trying to plan for community game development, and he's all like, "I can't talk to you until 10:30 at night." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll wait." All because he has to be at work all day and coding games.
To gamers, 10:30 at night is like, I don't know, like 2 p.m. real person time. It's like they've just had their lunch and their days kind of like they're at their peak of their productivity, which is like 2 most people time. Inside the drawer, we probably want to change. Well, let me run it again. Now I've made the font a little bigger. All right, so you can probably see the zeros a little bit better now, right?
Hold on, we can't see it just yet. There. Okay, yeah. So we can see. Yeah, we can see the zeros a little bit better.
Okay,
But that green's a little hard for us to read. But the pink comes through
maybe we should
pretty
make that
clearly.
green a little lighter.
Make it like a neon green.
Yeah,
Yeah, neon green.
I don't know if I have neon green. Let's see. Nah, they don't have neon green. But we could cycle through our colors and find something.
So this color list, these are all colors that
These
this
are all
code
colors
accepts.
that Microsoft has pre-coded. We can actually make a default color, like if you guys are familiar with colors, like how they work on the web, how you have your RGB values. If we want to give it an RGB value, we could do that. But I don't know if I take 3 numbers, I have to think about it. Whereas medium purple, I know what that is.
Yeah, that's true. Well then, what's sea green? Would that work? Maybe that's too blue. Lime
Lime,
green.
lime
That
green.
should work. Yeah.
It's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit easier to see, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's way easier to see.
There's always that one slow ball.
Well, you know.
Mm. We can totally fix that, you know.
Oh, having the one slow one?
Yeah. There's no more slow balls. In fact, if we do 5 to 15, now all the balls are going much faster. Some of them going too fast. It's a good thing we got the big paddle.
I know, right? So, can we make it now where when every ball goes out, then a score is made? And
So you
they won't reset until all of them are gone, but you will score for every ball that leaves.
okay? Yeah, we could do that.
Is that hard?
I'll
Cuz
show you. Let me show you how hard that is real quick.
okay.
All you do is let's see, where we increment the score. If I drag this down to here, so it happens outside the curly brace,
Okay.
and then I do the same right here. That should be all we need to do to make that happen.
Are you kidding? Like you literally just moved
So
that
now you score for
that
every ball that goes out.
Oh my gosh. That's so easy. Like I could do that. That's so easy. But that also shows you how easy it is to make mistakes in code and how like just a little thing like that where it's inside or outside of that what is it, curly bracket? I don't even know what to call that. But
I don't
that's
even
an
know. I don't know what the technical term for the squiggly bracket thingy is.
I don't know either, but
I use them every day, and I still don't know what the technical term for it is.
but that's really awesome. That's really awesome. Well, there we go. So, okay, there's someone who came up with a really great idea in chat, and it might take us some time to code it, but I want to give it to you now, because we still have about 35 minutes left of the stream. So, okay, okay, Carrie, let me know if we can do this. Okay, and there were a couple of different options that were thrown out in chat, so I think we'll go over some of them and then see what the chat wants to do. So we wanted to make the game progressively more difficult, if that makes sense. So either change the screen size every time the ball hits the paddle, or multiply the speed of the ball every time it hits the paddle, or
Yeah.
maybe wither away the paddles if you can make them like, I guess, I don't quite know what. Almost like breakaway, or breakout, where like they'll get more and more, what's it, like transparent and
Yeah.
stuff, like every time they hit a paddle. So I like all of those ideas, and I don't know if we can show all of them in the amount of time that we have, or what. What do you think, Carrie?
Um, some of them are easier than others. Probably the easiest one out of all of them, I'd say, would be to make the ball get faster every time it's hit.
Okay,
Um,
then let's start with that,
totally do
right?
that.
And then
Yep.
we'll see if we can hit the other ones too.
Yeah. So what we need to do is find a collision where we collide with the paddle. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it down so that we have just one ball again. I'm going to go back down to one ball, so it'll be easier to see at this point. So if I make ball count 1, and then what we want to do is where we do our paddle collision, where the ball collides with the paddle, we just want to instead of just flipping it, what we want to do is flip it and increase the velocity. So this is where we do our collisions with our paddles. So this is where we hit the left paddle. So where we do times -1 here, if we do -1.1, and then the same over here, -1.1, the ball will get progressively faster every time.
Okay, can you show us?
Yeah. Index out of range. What have we got here? Okay. Oh, it's because I was messing around. This was my hacked line that never got taken out. And the ball is actually going pretty fast as it is. It'd be tough to see it get faster and faster when it. Let's actually just start it slow.
Yeah, start a little bit slower, and then we can see it.
One's probably way too slow.
I
Let's
think
go.
the chat also figured out why Red is winning our AI game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why would Red be winning our AI game? It's totally random.
Well, so they're at least saying that because it always starts the ball off going, I think, towards blue.
Does it always start the ball going off towards blue?
Um, it looks like it. The last two started blue. That one started blue. That one's blue. Yeah, looks like they all start going towards blue first.
It starts off going towards whoever lost the last round.
Oh, you're right. It just turned to red.
So there's definitely the opposite of a rubber banding effect going on in our game. But our ball is getting quicker now.
Ah, I
It's
see.
taking its time, but it's getting quicker. It looks like it's getting more and more accurate as well. We're only changing the X value. That's what it is. But you can see it's getting.
Oh yeah, that's way faster now.
This was the speed
Oh,
it's.
see. Yeah.
But we are only changing the X velocity, so it's not. It is moving faster, but it's not quite moving faster the way I expected it to. But we can change that too.
Okay.
Where we do our where we set our X velocity. If I search for 1.1 F, we do ball velocity Y equals ball velocity X. And that will fix that. Oop. I'm going to copy that and paste it down for the opposite paddle as well. So yeah, and so 1.1, we could really change this to any number we wanted. If we changed it to -2, it would get faster a lot quicker. We probably want somewhere in between 1 and 2, but anyone that anyone wants to play around with this could very easily tweak this value to whatever they want, and the ball will get progressively faster and faster. You could even have it a value less than, well, I guess greater than -1, like -0.5, and then it would get slower and slower and slower every time you hit it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. So the chat is also asking, can we switch it up again now to do another difficulty type scenario or increasing difficulty? Um, could we have it where every time the ball hits the paddle gets smaller?
We could. It's a little bit tougher to do that one. Well, yeah, we could do that. Um,
And
hmm,
really quickly, our AI Pong game is almost at its ending.
yeah.
Blue would have to do some serious work to get this. We're at 998, 999 for red, and 901 for blue.
All right.
So we
Uh,
are almost at the end. Oh blue! Oh blue! Oh! And red wins. Red totally got it. It was 1000 to 902.
so did anyone guess 1000 red, 902 blue? We did cut it off, right? Did we cut it off? Someone
Yeah,
could tweet
yeah.
now and say, yeah, I knew all along that was going to be the score.
No, I think that game Arax was the one who guessed the closest. He guessed blue 938. So, you know what? I think he's the winner. But I'm also going to give away another prize to someone, a random retweeter. So if you want a chance to win something, just retweet the one of our community game dev tweets that went out today. I think one might have gone out 30 minutes ago. If not, do the one that went out right when we started, an hour and a half ago, and retweet that, and you might get a chance to win. So retweet.
All right. So yeah, we can change the paddle size. It's a little bit more complicated than changing